I see y'all, my Niiji. This is Dr. Sean here, back with another video. Been a minute since I dropped some Niiji knowledge on your top. It's been a minute since I motivated in this space. So today I just wanted to get on here and just talk about some things that I've been dealing with as a Niiji. And if you're in this journey to awakening, you know how lonely it can be sometimes. So thank you to the people who subscribe to my channel, who support my content, and who are just here to grow and learn and just bask in our neediness, if that is even a thing. So today I just want to let you know, if you're here, I see you. First of all, I send you positive vibes only, and I want to discuss something that is very, very important as Niji. We have to remember that sometimes you have to stand alone. Sometimes it will be just one or two of you, especially if you're the first person to come into this knowledge in your family. I'm one of the first people to come into this knowledge in my family, so I have to kind of stand alone. Just know that you're on the right track, especially if you've done your research, you did your genealogy, you've been learning things every day, and it's all it's all about just reprogramming your mind to see the truth and discern pseudo history, because pseudo history, propaganda, the media, even social media now, is all colonized to make you enslaved to the knowledge, enslaved to the workforce, enslaved to not living your best life every day, to feel down, to feel less than, and to feel like, white supremacy is a thing. There's been so much going on. Where should I start? First of all, if you don't know, I did drop a song. Okay, your girl dropped a new song. This isn't my first time dropping songs. The older songs are not available to stream right now. They will be back up for streaming very, very soon. I do have a song, Shut the Fuck Up, It's My Birthday, streaming now. And the video is on this channel. So I'm just doing a lot of different things in this space, just creating, being unapologetic, and just doing me. And when you become Niji, you really don't give a fuck how people feel. You don't really care how they feel about what you do, the things you create. You just do you, because you know that you're stepping into a space, like I said, where you might be the only one, you might be lonely. Now, me coming from a background of Christianity, my whole family is Christians. They just studied the Bible for 45 years, never read a book, and never learn anything new. They don't even test anything. They don't question anything. They just know that this is their truth. So for me, I was stuck in that mind frame 99% of my life, and now I just emerged out of the matrix, and it just feels so fucking good. The only thing I don't like is that I see that Christians are very judgmental. Christians are some of the most judgmental people. So when I dropped my song, I had one of the old church members come on there and say, "Do you remember the Sunshine Band?" Like I had offended them or something. The thing about it is, what I love about being Niji is I don't have to hide my truth anymore. Like, I feel so empowered to be who I truly am, to be a Mary Indian, to be indigenous, to be sovereign, and just to have that sovereign mindset, to even be striving towards these things. Because, like I said, you will have to stand alone, because a lot of people have not done their research. A lot of people just take things for face value and they run with it. But if you have been growing on this channel with me, you already know how the monetary system is not in our favor, and that is not even real. So you have people working day in and day out, two, three jobs to try to make a living, especially in this day and age in this economy. And you're not gonna get anywhere doing that. You're just not. It's all a facade. Now, this may rub some people the wrong way because I'm not a Christian anymore and I don't go to church. And I probably will never go to church again unless I'm going to like a funeral or wedding, something like that, because I don't identify as black anymore. I don't identify as nigga anymore. I don't identify as African American because I am not from there. My genealogy, it told me who I was from. It told me who my ancestors were. It told me that they were inhabitants of Turtle Island. So I don't have to no longer question, well, should I go to church? Am I going to get in trouble? Because I'll say this over and over and over again. Once I realized Christopher Columbus was in cahoots with the church and the Bible and the crosses and the things that he was running around doing, there's no way I can be associated with something like that. And some people just are so blind to the knowledge. That's called ignorance. When someone like me is here telling you the truth, telling you how to go find the truth for yourself to go read it, and you'll have people say, no, 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 I've been doing this for 60 years. This is all I know. I'm not changing up. I'm just happy that I wasn't one of those people who got stuck in my ways, because it's so easy to get stuck in your ways and to feel like you're better than people because you go to church. You feel like you're better than people because you read the Bible, not knowing that churches weren't even around before the 1800s. So before then, all these millions of years ago, we didn't have a church. We didn't have preachers. We didn't have Bibles. We did not have crosses. Okay? So let's just start there. So as a Niiji, it can be so strange to have this knowledge because it takes a genius mind, a intuitive, intelligent, discerning person to know that something is off. That's why a lot of people are mad at Donald Trump right now, because he's trying to get rid of the African American Smithsonian Museum. He said that there's a lot of false information in there, and there is. They promote slavery, they promote um, roots, all these type of ideologies that hold melanated people down to make them think that they are less than. The things that I have been learning these past couple of months is astonishing. It's just like an overflow of information. So that's why, as new Niiji, as old Niiji, we have to stand together, guys. We have to stand together, because you will have those Christian mindsets that will attack you because you don't believe what they believe anymore. And out of all the people, they're the ones who will attack you the most. They're the ones who will just be like, oh my gosh, you're cursing. Oh my gosh, you're this. When, listen, you got to sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around other people's front door. Like, I don't know why Christians feel like they better than people, knowing that just because you don't curse in front of people, you still do things behind closed doors. And these are all Greek words, anyways. I'm probably saying way too much, way too fast, but I gotta get it out, my Niiji. I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out. So that's number one. So I have people coming at me like, you a dentist, you supposed to be in this box. Listen, you could never fit a Niiji in a box. I'm a creator. I'm just a leader, a thinker, and I do what the fuck I want. This is how you have to be, my Niiji. You have to do what you want, do the things you desire. Don't let people talk you out of your greatness. And if you gotta go alone, you gotta walk alone. Do that. There's other Niiji out here who are willing to support you, who are willing to show up, who are willing to stand in the paint and let you be yourself, you know? The funny thing is, when I was in my Christian identity, trying to figure this thing out, these same people never said anything to me. They never say anything. They never promote anything, whether I'm doing good or bad. But the moment I come out and make a song that empowers you on your birthday, and I'm cursing and whatever, not hurt nobody. It's, oh, don't forget about the church. Listen, I do not identify as black. That's one thing I really have to just really stand on business about. I'm Niiji, my Niiji. I'm Niiji, my Niiji. And I mean that, and I stand on that. Even I have to tell my own father, hey, don't call me nigga, because I'm a Niiji. Because it's embedded into our vocabulary. It's embedded into our train of thought to just come out with nigga and just black and all of these different things. And we have to be cognizant of this fact, cognizant of this, white supremacy that's going around, cognizant of these terms that hold us down. Just think about it. You never needed any evidence to claim that you're black, African American, all of these things that was made up. You don't need any evidence for that. But as soon as you say, the moment that you claim that you're indigenous, everybody want to know your evidence, want to know how, want to know if you went crazy, if you really bumped your head. And it's like, no, motherfucker. I just read the truth. I know the truth now. The truth shall make you free. And for me, the truth has been making me free. So you have to recognize who you are, stand on business about who you are. Don't let anybody try to make you feel less than because you have a different belief than them, because you read, because you have knowledge. Because knowledge is the power. I no longer use certain vocabularies that are associated with Christianity, and I do that intentionally and on purpose, because I don't want to be a part of the matrix. Now, I would tell you guys, like, being a part of the matrix, can I just be honest? When I was a part of the matrix in this Christian identity, in this black African American identity, for some reason, I always felt depressed. I always felt like sad, anxious about things, like I'm not good enough, like, I'm gonna get judged, or I was doing the judging on other people. But since I came out of that identity, I can truly say that demonic spirit of depression and anxiety and feeling less than sometimes, and the unconsciousness of just feeling like something is off, it disappeared out of my spirit. It disappeared out of my spirit. And the more I learned about how even the weekdays are a spell, even the words are spells, Black History Month is a spell, all of these things to continue to brainwash you every year to keep you down. Now, this, to my Christian folks, listen, you have to do you and do what's best for you. But you're going to be ignorant too about how all these things came about, then this ain't the channel for you, because we too deep over here. Our knowledge go way deeper than something that the people who gave us pseudo history could ever know, and they actually know. And the thing that really bothers me is, how could somebody who has been trying to oppress you put these pseudo names on you, take resources, steal land, say that they're better and their skin is better and their everything is better and this is better? How can those energies ever try to give you something that is going to benefit you freely, like a Bible or a cross, or so sometimes we as Niiji, and even before you step into this phase where you're Niiji and you're coming out of that matrix mindset, you got to think like, how can anything that they give us be good? It's not going to be good, especially when they're just flooding the block with it. Flood the block with the churches, the liquor stores, the schools. This thing goes deep. We are being indoctrinated on every level, from school to working to going to church to being locked up, going to prison, and just to working until you're old and great and not enjoying the fruits of your labor, not even having nothing to fall back on, my Niji. So I'm just so grateful that before I enter my fourth decade of life, I know the truth. Before I enter the fourth decade of my life, I don't allow the mindset that other people may have to hold me back from the things that I want to do. If I want to be a dentist, guess what, Niji? I'm going to do that. If I want to be a rapper, a dentist turned rapper, and make music and create art and put my emotions and inspire other people on music and on beats, I'm going to do that. If I want to be an entrepreneur, CEO, travel, if I want to be an author and release my book, Hood to Hooded, I'm going to do that. The thing about it is, Niji, once you come out of the matrix, you're no longer in this box. You'll see how big the world is. You'll see how vast the knowledge is. Why does it take our grandparents and aunties and uncles and church family members 50 years to read one book? Like, they've been reading this book since I was a little jit. And I'm just being honest. Still the same book, the same knowledge, regurgitate the same Bibles, everything regurgitated. It's just like to hold you down. Like, it's so deep, I can't even explain it, guys. So if you're looking at this right now and you're like, what the fuck is she talking about? What? Then you have so much knowledge to understand. And every video, I will tell you to start with your genealogy and then come back. Because this won't make sense until you know your family tree. You know who you came from, and you can see how the family tree is such a big thing that created you, that you have to understand that part first before you get into everything else. Because when I was coming out of my Christian matrix mindset, my pseudo history mindset, and I was getting all this information about who I am and how the government lied and the things that they did and the atrocities and how our names have been switched, it was too much for me. I was just like, huh? And I'm a genius now. But I kept hearing this every day, every day. And there's a point where you kind of tune it out. Because when you're a Christian, you kind of tune out anything that's not that. It's like, oh, no, you're bad. And it makes you one of the most judgmental people ever on the earth. It makes you so judgmental that you overlook your own flaws. Like, don't point finger at people and say what they should be doing and what they should be, how they should. No. Because I don't remember nobody being there when I was in the hood fighting to become a dentist, fighting for my life. And then to make it there, they still was quiet They still gonna be quiet whether you're doing good or bad. But the thing is, when you own something and it irritates somebody's spirit, they're gonna say something. So like I said, people who would never say anything to me, when they see me come out and, well, she rapping, oh no, she getting away. I'm not a dummy. Like, everything that I do is intentional, and I want to do things with a purpose. That's why I became a dentist, because I wanted to help people to do things with a purpose. And like I said, on this page, I had so much content, but I was in this pseudo history mindset, and there was no way I could let this false information be. I could be a part of this push for pseudo history in our schools, on the internet. I can't be a part of the colonization mindset. I can no longer be a part of it. And then once you come into your neediness, you will own that shit. You will be unapologetic about that shit. Your vocabulary is going to change. Your mindset will change. Your emotions will change. How you deal with problems and issues will change, because you'll wake up every day knowing you are the shit. You'll wake up every day knowing you legit. You'll wake up every day knowing that your mind is being cleared and detoxed of false bullshit knowledge and filled with information that is going to help you grow mentally, physically, spiritually. And once you come into that new level of knowledge, it's just like anything is possible for you. Anything is possible for you. You're no longer being held back. You learn who you are. You learning who you are is so empowering. You realizing that, damn, I might not be black. I'm probably not from Africa. I'm actually right here from Turtle Island. Own that shit, my Niiji. Today is the day that you own it. If you have any doubt, you standing alone, it's okay. I'm here. We here. We just trying to get together. We just trying to build a community and stay connected with some truthful shit. Okay? That's what I wanted to talk about today. Just standing in your truth. It's okay to stand alone. It's okay to start that YouTube channel. It's okay to just continue to try to wake people up, but don't let them pull you back where you came from, because you know the truth. You know. Don't doubt it. Don't let nobody pull you back where you came from, try to belittle you, make you feel bad. Like, oh my God, you ain't go to church on Sunday. Listen, you got Marvin Sapp up in the church holding people hostage for money. This money is evil. Who faces on it? Andrew Jackson face on it. George Washington face on it. All of these people's faces on it do not look like us. Have nothing to do with our spirituality. Make it make sense, guys. Holding people hostage, begging for money, like, this is supposed to be some kind of way tied to your blessing. I'm gonna leave y'all on that note. So how y'all feel about that, my Niiji? Like, how y'all feel about the pastor holding the church hostage? And it's foolery going on right now. It's fucking foolery. So yeah, make sure you stream. Shut the fuck up. It's my birthday. Thank you for coming to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video, my Niiji. I'll see y'all. Have a wonderful day. This is Dr. Cheetah Sunflower reporting to you live, and I will see you guys later. Peace.